Welcome, Channel No Name, with your guests, with your hosts. We're hosts.
Hosts and guests. You're a guest
Michael,
to my
Kevin,
hosting. I'm hosting. You're
Ghost.
hosting. I'm
Yes,
guesting. I'm a ghost. You're a ghost.
Michael, and Kevin with here again. We're gonna talk about a movie that we've been wanting to talk about for a while, but
Mhm.
we haven't had the chance to. And what better way to talk about it
Mhm.
than do it here on Channel No
What
Name,
movie is
so
that?
everyone can see it.
What
Not yet,
movie?
buddy.
Oh,
Not yet, not yet, not
suspense. I
yet,
love
not
suspense.
yet. Um, yeah, this movie we've been waiting for a while. They teased it, woof, years ago, years ago,
Yeah.
years ago.
And when I heard
Um,
that name, I had high
yeah,
expectations. And
this
again,
is
I
this
think that's what
is,
messed with my perspective of the movie is because it's
yeah.
multiverse of madness. There's so much potential, all that they could do with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think especially after Avengers, they made this character so crucial,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
That's true.
crucial. Like,
Very true.
his obviously Doctor Strange. This is we're gonna say the elephant in the room is fucking Doctor Strange. We're talking about Doctor Strange
Multiverse
and the
of
Multiverse of
madness.
Madness. So
MOM man.
so back to what I was saying. Um yeah, they I feel like they just like put Doctor Strange on a fucking rocket and
Yep.
just shot him to the fucking stars because he became everyone's favorite after Avengers. This man was
Yep.
incredible in that movie. So
Yep.
you obviously you hype you when you see these trailers, teasers to multiverse, especially
Yeah.
after Spider Man.
Yes. And which he was
You
in.
you can't
Right.
help
So
you
it's
can't
like
help.
he's like at the center right now
Yeah,
of
pretty
Avengers right
much.
now because he's in other people's movies.
He's
He's
the
like running the plot. And I thought
yes
that was gonna lead straight from Spider-Man and to Doctor Strange, you know? But it's
yeah
like now he has
yeah
his new way to go into the multiverse, which is America Chavez. You know,
exactly America. But yeah, we'll get into America later on. So yeah, basically,
that's what they said as they were crossing the river.
I like it. I
Hey,
like it. Hey, but yeah, I mean, should I start with like who wants to go first? Who wants to go first with your summarization of like how
yeah,
you
let's
feel
start off
about
with
the
a
movie
summarization, like
or like
general, then
the
we could go into
intro?
the details. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
So there was a lot of dope, beautiful scenes, creative scenes, like to like run through a couple of them. Like when he was going through those multiverses, that was dope. The first opening scene, they come in strong, they're fighting through. It looks cool. It's a different Doctor Strange. It's hype. Um, the fight, the Doctor Strange versus Doctor Strange fight, dope. The fucking zombie Strange or whatever you want to call them, dope.
Yeah.
Wanda, dope. I loved Wanda. Like that, and I think this was my favorite part of the movie was I was in a horror movie. So I waited a little bit to watch Doctor Strange. And I went on like a Tuesday afternoon. I walk into the theater. They tell me there's nobody there. I'm going to be the only one. I sit down. I had the whole theater to
Wow.
myself in the dark. And I like, for glimpses, would like regret it because Wanda was fucking going through mirrors and popping
Yeah.
out like all like crazy. Like that shit was legitimately scary. I loved it. She was a
hmm
great villain. But there was just aspects in between that I felt took me out of the movie. But we can go into detail now. But I kind of want to get an idea of like your general view of the movie too.
So yeah, me personally, I did like the movie.
Hmm?
I think the movie was like a bit bloated. I
In what
think
way?
they
Bloated, like they took too
like
much.
just
Pointless.
yeah, just like just exactly like pointless scenes.
Hmm. Yeah. Yep.
And which is crazy too, because the movie's not even that long.
Really.
Movie's not. I think that's one of the
I'll look
shortest. I
it
think
up.
it's only like 2 hours, but whatever.
Yeah, but even then
I
they can make
think
them shorter. You know.
yeah, but on MCU standards, 3 hours is
Yeah.
like the norm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They
I
got to pull
think
back.
it was like, but yeah, there were certain scenes that I really didn't care for. I thought visually like it was incredible. I thought
Yeah.
like what you said when Doctor Strange is going through like the multiverses and like um Yeah, just like the horror theme to the movie, I really
Hmm.
liked.
Yep.
Um, yeah, it's just like it's intentionally like corny horror, and
Yeah.
I like
That.
that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. There was that
Like
scene
you
where they were
could
running
tell
through
that
the
was just
tunnel.
yeah, like
Yeah.
shit like that, and like
But like it gets corny in the ways where like they were running through the tunnels and like the door they were closing the doors behind them and she would just blow through
yeah,
them and another door come
yeah,
up, she'd blow through them and then they close the door and then they stopped and waited. Like moments like that will take me out of the movie because they're trying to accomplish this, like I don't know, they want to make her pop up and scare them, but it's like
yeah,
they would never do that. And there's a lot of scenes like that,
yeah.
like they would never do that, and it's just it
And
takes you
like
out of it.
I thought like when Doctor Strange was a zombie and like when he was talking, like when he was talking to was it America? I thought that was hilarious. Like just the way they
Yeah,
made
yeah,
him talk
yeah.
as a zombie was so funny. And
That's
I
great.
think that's
That's
the
good.
intention. Like I think
Yeah.
like they did that intentionally because like the director, he's like known to make like silly horror movies. I
Raimi,
think like he
Raimi.
did like yeah, Raimi. And he did Spider-Man 2,
Yeah,
which is like, in my opinion, one of the best fucking
yeah,
superhero movies.
for sure.
So and the movie was like, do you do you remember that scene in Spider-Man 2 when Doc Ock was getting his surgery done when he was getting the implants for
Okay.
his
Yeah.
fucking tentacles? Do you
Hmm.
remember with the doctors when like the tentacles like were when the tentacles had like the mind of their own, like when they first like snapped?
Okay.
Do you remember that when they like
Vaguely,
when
maybe.
yeah, so Doc Ock is on the fucking on the surgery bed, whatever. The surgery, he's doing surgery. They're putting the
Mm.
fucking tentacles, and he's knocked out. He's unconscious, and the tentacles get up and like they start fucking killing the doctors, and
Yeah.
they made
Yep.
it, and he made it like a horror scene, and that's what I got through this entire movie because like it's fun,
Okay.
it's fun, but it's also like like it's creepy and like scary. So
Yeah.
that's what I really liked about the movie.
I would say that's a part that I liked about the movie too.
Yeah, like
Now,
it's like I say, it's like corny horror.
yeah.
I think if you think about the movie too much, you'll be disappointed. I
Yeah, that's the
think
thing.
yeah,
I
it's
walked
just
out of there
like
upset, even though there was cool scenes.
yeah, there was a lot of cool
I
scenes, but yeah, like for me, I feel like if you think about it too much,
Mhm.
you're gonna get let down. Like I like
I
what
think
the
that was
fuck
my
is Marvel
problem.
doing? That was my
Yeah,
problem too. That was my problem
because
too.
that multiverse thing killed me. Where the like it's almost like the Spider-Man movie didn't happen. It's like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
multiverse was opening up, and that was a perfect way to connect the movies because Doctor Strange was in it, and then they just pull in a new character that like is okay, like we don't, the,
Mm-hmm.
and I the Phase 4 curse. I think I might know what it is. I don't know. I gotta put a little bit more thought into it. I think the Phase 4 curse is the whole making sequels of movies also an origin for another character.
This just blew my fucking mind.
Because that's the issue. Is you have
Blew my
these scenes
mind.
that keep taking, yeah, that's what it is.
That's
They did it in Thor, they did it in fucking Black Panther, they did it in what else came out recently? What have you spoken about already?
Doctor Strange, obviously.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, all the shows,
Yeah. They're
all the
always doing it.
shows.
They're like
She
jamming in
Hulk,
these She-Hulk. Yeah. They're just like jamming in
Hawkeye.
other, yeah. Like that was
But
Hawkeye's
even
first
though
thing, and it's more about the girl.
I think Hawkeye probably did it the best.
We
Like
could,
introducing a new character, in my
yeah,
opinion,
they did a good
I
job.
think they did it the best because it's like you see like She Hulk, like Scar.
Hmm.
It was just like
Bad,
that was one of the worst
terrible.
intros.
And what it also does is it just like cheapens their introduction because now they're introduced as a first, like your first impressions are everything, and
Mm-hmm.
for them to get introduced kind of like so fast, like hey, now here's his character, here's America, and it's taking away from Doctor Strange's story, and it makes it 2 hours when it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
need to be. That time could be devoted to something else that like goes with the rest of the story, where it's kind of like forced. Like even a lot of the problems can be like solved very easily. Like couldn't they have gone to another multiverse and like got kids for Wanda? Wanda could have imagined her kids again, right? She did it the first time. She could do it again.
Yep.
So it's like there's all these things where it's like the same thing happened to Black Panther, where the movie is based around Ironheart, essentially, right? It's a fight for Ironheart. I want to kill her. We want to protect her. Same exact premise. And it's like, it's a character you don't really care about, that is being the center of the movie, instead of Doctor Strange kind of dealing with his own thing. And it was a weird dynamic. Like, I didn't believe Doctor Strange in it, because Doctor Strange's such a dick to people. He's so cold. And he was like so nice and friendly to her. And I'm like, it just felt weird. And it's like, get rid of the character, introduce her another way, give her a show. We'll fucking watch that too. And
we are gonna watch that. Yep.
Yeah, let Doctor Strange fight eye monsters. Right? That was a dope scene. That, by the way, that was Elizabeth Olsen's eye. I don't know if
dude, I read that. That's fucking crazy. That's dope. That's creative.
I love that. It's very creative.
I really like that. Yeah.
So like, they could have gave him that. Like, you know, he had a lot of room to like figure out Doctor Strange stuff, instead of his movie being 2 movies essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think them the way these movies are like introducing these new characters is just like taking away from like the plot, and like it's taking away from the main characters. And I think, and honestly, like from what it looks like that looks like it's gonna happen to Ant-Man
with his daughter,
like with Cassie. Yeah, I think maybe. Let's hope not. I hope not.
They're introducing her. She's definitely gonna be a young Avenger.
But the good thing is we've known about her already.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just like boom, random character.
Yeah, like just random, like
When it's not needed for the plot, it really wasn't needed because the multiverse was already open.
Yeah,
it just kind of eliminates that.
Yeah, so yeah, hopefully, you know, that whole curse ends with fucking with Wakanda.
Maybe it will be the case now that they introduced all the characters. You know what I mean? That they needed to.
Yeah, because I don't think
now we can go back to focusing.
Because who else are they like planning on introducing? Like unless they get their own show or whatever. But
yeah,
but yeah, like we can get into Wanda. Like I think Wanda was fantastic in the movie. I thought she was. I thought that was like a smart decision to like have her as a villain, because you can also like, because she was a villain that you could also like not relate, but you also have sympathy for, because she's like going for her kids. Like she truly believes her kids are trapped, and you know she's gonna do whatever she will do as a mom to get her kids out. So I like that, like because like it's like she's a villain, but not really a villain.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's like
she's just
they all know each other.
It's
like,
just everyone's in her way.
You still want her to come back. Yeah,
that makes sense.
And also she's like possessed essentially. You know.
Yeah,
like
she's possessed. Yep.
Yeah, and so there's that, and you know when you go back too, she starts off as a villain, right? Age of Ultron, she's a villain. Yep. So to get to see her as a villain again is great, because now she's more powerful. And she's terrifying. That is a terrifying ass villain, because she could do anything.
Anything.
So it's just like and Doctor Strange is another super overpowered character. That it's great, because now you're giving him someone who could contend with, that you're actually like, oh shit, this lady can actually kill him.
Yeah, that's true.
The stakes have to be high.
Yeah. Yeah, and I that's true. Like I feel like they were like on the same level in terms of like how like their powers and shit. So yeah, that's true.
And similar powers, because they're also like they're both magic people. So it's this magic on magic thing, you know. I would have loved to see more of their like fighting instead of just kind of like because she, you know, it was cool when she was like fucking up the wherever Doctor Strange lives in the mountains. Like she was like fucking them all up.
What's that shit called? Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal. It's funny because you almost said it. Yeah, I don't know what it is either. Some shit like that. I'm not.
Does it start with T?
Yeah, I think so. But I'm not gonna dwell on it because I'll be thinking about it for a while.
Taj McGoran, some fucking shit like that.
There you go. Fuck. Yo, that
Whatever.
you're gonna hear the word and we're gonna be laughing.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, seeing her fuck them up, and then to keep talking about Wanda, but also talk about the other characters that they introduced at the same time when the Illuminati comes into play. That was a dope part of the movie.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
And I feel like you need that for like that powerful of a villain. Like, let her fuck people up. Go and let her just murder, so we can really like up the fear. So
and she wasn't even in her costume, whatever that was.
Yeah, I wanted her to be.
Yeah, I did too, but
but she did get to do that too.
Yeah,
that's
fine.
There's other ways of it.
Yeah, I like that. The not the power, but like the thing that she was doing to like influence others. Like when like they will show like the whoever it was. And like she'll come out of nowhere in the back. I'll be like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. That was a nice directing, editing thing there for sure.
That was so cool.
Like it's visually really pleasing because she's controlling them from over there, but to get that visual too, it really gets you the feel of what's happening and like how fucking creepy she really is. Yeah, she's just getting in people's minds. Yeah. Again, you watch Age of Ultron, like she's terrifying. She's just going around and putting people in fucking dreams. And it's like so powerful. And it's just so like demonic and evil. Like, it's cool. And again, it adds to that the darkness of Doctor Strange and why the movie was so dark, because it is she's the villain, to go back to the Illuminati, what did you think? Like when you first,
I liked it. I mean, it obviously like it's fan service.
Yeah,
but I'm a fan, so it was entertaining. It was just like, oh shit, like you see all these, you see like what's his name? His fucking the actor's name. John Krasinski? John what that plays
John Krasinski,
Mr. Fantastic,
Jim Halpert.
When he plays Reeds, like that's been an illustration on Instagram for like fucking years.
Yeah, we wanted that. We really wanted that, which is so funny. Do you think you still want him as Reed Richards?
I don't know.
A lot of people, because I keep seeing people saying like who they want for Mr. Fantastic, and I was like, didn't they already decide that? And I'm like, oh, people didn't like him. And I really sat there and I thought about it. I'm like, I don't know if he's actually Reed Richards. I don't know if he's the guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna use him, honestly.
I don't want them to.
Me personally, and I also want to see like a new actor. I want to see like a young Reed. Like that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Like if they use him, fine, whatever. But I feel like this is an opportunity to like what they did with Namor, like with a fucking brand new actor, and he did incredible.
Yeah.
So I would like to see like an up and coming like actor play as Reed, like a younger version. But I did like the Illuminati. I thought that was dope, like especially seeing Mr. X, Professor X. Fucking, I was
gonna say Dr. X after you said Mr.
Dr. X.
Mr. Dr. X. Professor X. And I like it was Patrick Stewart too.
Yeah.
But I also kind of don't, because I kind of agree with you too. Like I almost want a new actor for the X-Men. I don't know. I kind of go back and forth on it. But it was cool seeing him there with the original 90s cartoon X-Men chair.
Dude, that was crazy. And with the fucking theme song.
That's the Professor X I want to see.
That was cool.
Black Bolt was cool, especially his moment with the fucking that
was crazy.
Who did he kill in the thing? Oh, he killed Strange.
He killed Strange. Yeah.
So that was dope. And then you have the two other characters that aren't actually Illuminati. They were in there.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, but as Rambo.
As Rambo, yeah.
Yeah, the mother.
Rambo as Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Captain Marvel,
right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And then
this
Agent
dude
Carter.
as
Agent Carter.
and then Agent Carter and Supreme.
Yes.
Strange.
Yeah. So for me,
Wait.
the black dude from the original one, he's essentially taking Doctor Strange's spot. For me, that worked.
Yeah,
That
that worked.
replacement to me, it's like it's a
That's
wizard
fine.
replacing a wizard.
Yeah.
He's the Sorcerer Supreme.
Sorcerer Supreme.
And,
That's what I was
yes,
getting at.
and
Yeah.
it's not going to be like Doctor Strange across from him, right? Or it could have been. That could have been fucking. Oh my god, that would have been way better. Actually, never mind.
I was literally about to ask
That
you, like, do you think it's better if they used a variant?
Yeah, he should have been a variant, bro.
Yeah, he should have been a variant.
And like maybe that's how he got pulled into the multiverse. Like, how fucking cool would that be?
Yeah,
If,
maybe
like,
maybe like an older.
Like, who the fuck are you?
Like an older Strange.
Yeah, that could have been nice to have. Yeah, I'm curious.
Or like the Strange from What If.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that dude that was in that house was kind of like him. The Strange that he ended up fighting. The one that he ended up Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I feel like he's kind of like that evil Strange.
Yeah.
He's not as powerful as he is though. So that wouldn't be fair. But that Doctor Strange apparently is too powerful.
I think that Strange is like the same Strange we've seen in What If, but like he's like leading to that.
Probably.
He's leading to, his own demise.
Yeah, that could have been cool. But I did like the her just rampaging and killing them. Bolt fucking the mouth thing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Blowing up his head, incredible. I would have loved to see fucking Mr. Fantastic do something. Like, it would have been cool to see him like throw a few punches.
That man didn't do nothing.
Yeah, he just got ripped
apart. That man was so useless.
Maybe it's better that the first time we see him fight is in a Fantastic Four movie.
That's probably yeah.
They already spent enough on the movie, I guess, too. To save money by doing that, whatever. But it would have been cool to see him do something, like see the Illuminati actually fight her. And then there was that little fight with her, Rambo, and Agent Carter. But the way they killed Rambo, do you remember how she died? Kept the Captain Marvel.
Yeah, didn't she like fall? Like, didn't like a pillar fall on her or some shit?
Crazy.
Yeah, it was like that didn't make sense.
One of the most overpowered characters in the entire fucking universe.
Yeah,
it's killed by a pillar.
Yeah, it's killed by a pillar. Yeah, they definitely could have done better with her. I agree.
If there's anybody who could kill her, it's fucking Wanda.
Yeah.
So it's like
at least like
millions of things you could do.
Like make her explode from within or some shit.
Yeah, she could have done that. That could have been dope. Or she could have done what she did to Fantastic to her, or a red blast. They could have had a fucking Kamehameha battle. Like, all that shit. So it was just funny.
They definitely could have done better with that. That's so true.
And this is kind of my main point, where it's a good movie with a lot of good scenes, but there's these just moments that like they smack me out of it, where I have to look at the screen like, really? Like, y'all didn't think about this for more than 2 seconds. Like, y'all wrote it down. Y'all spoke about it. Y'all filmed it, watched it, and went, yeah. That's how it's like, come on. Like,
I think that one scene that like kind of threw me off, because I didn't really find that creative, was when they landed in the multiverse. Like when they landed in that where everything was like opposite or some shit.
Yeah, we're gonna go into.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, that was a real big waste of time.
Yeah,
it wasn't even that imaginative.
That's what I'm saying. They could have, they could have done so much more.
Do you remember the differences in the universe?
Well, everything was like square and shit, like whatever that was supposed to be circle or some shit.
It was dumb shit, like red lights are green lights and green lights are red lights. Whoa, multiverse, crazy. Pizzas, they have pizza here, but it's shaped in a ball.
But it's shaped in a ball,
Everything looks the same. And Doctor Strange is dead, and it's just like he could have been jumping into multiverse
way better.
Yeah, like they could have been doing a little bit about what they did in What If, where you're like seeing these different places with different groups of heroes that like what would have happened. You know what I mean? Like actually play with the timelines, the splits, and all that stuff. Which there's a big problem with the whole multiverse thing. We can go into that in a second. But what I want to go into is that whole scene. It felt like they were just walking around. They had the memory thing again, origin movie stuff for America Chavez.
Oh, the America and shit.
yeah, and it's like it's taking us out of the real story. I like the
Mm-hmm.
information, but it's just again, it's one movie. Um, there was a quick like communist thing that they like, communist propaganda thing that they threw in there. I don't know if you want me to go into that now, or you want me to save that for later. Um,
Just do
but
it.
I'll do
Whatever
it
you
now
want.
then. All right, so this is one of the things where I really got to look at the screen and be like, damn, they're trying something, whatever it is. All I know is I can confirm that they're trying something. I'm not going to be conspiratorial, but I'm
Yeah.
watching this scene, and it's the pizza ball thing. That's what made me remember it.
Okay.
So she goes, she picks up the pizza balls, and she starts to eat it. And Doctor Strange's like, "Yo, you got to pay for that." And she's like, "Most universes, things are free, right?" Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
almost saying like, "You guys are the weird ones. You in your real life, you guys are weird because you have to work for the things that you buy." You know what I mean? Like that's essentially what they're saying. You shouldn't have to work.
Okay.
Everything should be free. If I go to a food cart, I want it for free. Like that's what I'm picking up from it.
Yeah.
Okay, not that bad, right? It ends up not being free. The guy yells at her, "Hey, better pay for that." And then Doctor Strange puts a spell
Yeah, it's spelling
on the
him.
dude, and the spell is for him to start beating himself up.
For like, what is it, like 2 weeks?
It was some shit like that. It was at least a
Yeah, two
week,
weeks. Yeah.
right? So he's beating himself up. So he's physically hurting the guy because the guy wanted his pizza balls not to be stolen. So they stole
Yeah.
from a food cart guy. Like, hey, food cart guy, you better work for free. Just stand there, make pizzas for no reason. So he starts beating him up, and he does it for 2 weeks. It's kind
two
of that's
weeks.
torturous, right?
That is.
For just not wanting to be stolen from.
He just wants his money, yo. Like you
Just-
stole.
you stole from him and beat him up. All right, whatever. Again, it's just a scene in a movie. But then when I went, there was three after credit scenes. We're gonna go into the after credits later. The first two, but the third after credit, anytime I'm watching a Marvel movie, I'm gonna check how many after credit scenes there are. I see that there's three. So I watched the first two. Oh no, sorry, it was two. My apologies. There's an
Okay.
ending scene, then there's an after credit, and then there's another after credit after the credits are done. I wait through the whole thing, and the after credit is they go back to the pizza guy,
Yeah, they go got yep.
and then like the thing wore off, right? It's kind of like first impressions, right? First impressions are very powerful, but the last impression is also powerful, right? Like when you kind of like the people who listen to this, they're gonna remember the beginning, they're gonna remember the end, the middle, kind of like it's just kind of how we remember things.
Mm-hmm.
So they purposely made the last thing that you take in from the Doctor Strange movie was that dumb jerk who wanted money. Like you see where I'm going with that? Am I making sense?
You are making sense. Yeah, you are.
Essentially, what I'm saying is they really wanted to go hard on saying communism is better than capitalism. That's essentially what I feel. That's
Because
what
I
I'm
got I
interpreting.
got like the cameo. That's what I
I
thought
didn't,
he did
who
that.
was he?
So he's
I don't. I missed that
so
aspect of it. I didn't know
so
that.
his like Bruce. His name is like Bruce something, and Sam Raimi like uses him in all his movies.
Okay. So that was him giving him some extra screen time.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why they got to push communism in the middle of the scene.
Use him.
But whatever. Anyways, that was something that I saw, and I'm very skeptical of just movies in general, shows in general, especially Disney. So I caught that, and I didn't want to let them get away with it.
Choppy.
So I put them on blast. Now, the other thing with the multiverse thing, right? Because Loki's another thing where they went into the multiverse, and that didn't connect. Did you notice a couple of the inconsistencies?
With Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange multiverse stuff and Loki multiverse stuff.
I mean, nothing was connected, like
Okay,
between the
that's
two.
one thing. Now another thing that I noticed was the what were they called? The initiative? What was the time initiative? What were those people called in Loki?
TVA.
TVA. There you go.
Yeah.
The TVA, their main job is to prevent multiverses from being created. So anytime there's a multiverse about to happen, they go and they kill it.
Yeah.
Because there's
They
only
go.
one
Yeah.
timeline. So where are all these multiverses? Are these multiverses
Dude,
brand new? Did they just pop up?
yeah, maybe what it is, it's possible that they allowed it
Okay, they allowed those.
because they no they like maybe this is a
They
theory, but I
TVA.
think
TVA's
they
they.
allowed it. Yeah, like
Who's they?
no, not TVA, like just the
The
whole
writers. The writers.
concept of like, yeah, them letting these multiverses happen while TVAs like still
Okay.
exist. I think they probably let it slide because Lady Thor killed Kang. So I think after she killed Kang, like no one's in charge
Lady Thor.
of
Oh,
the
Lady
TVA.
Loki. Girl
Lady
Loki.
Loki. I'm sorry, Lady
Yeah, yeah,
Thor.
yeah. Girl Loki.
My
Yeah.
bad, my bad. Lady
Like,
Loki.
I'm like, yo, is
Yeah,
this some
Lady
comic
Thor.
book
You
shit
like
you're putting? I'm like, oh, that's
you like
dope. This
my
could
bad, my
be
bad.
fun.
Not Lady Thor. My bad.
Yes, okay.
Not Lady
Yes, because that's
Thor.
when the multiverses start
Lady
happening.
Loki.
So
I'm
that's what I'm
sorry.
saying. So all these multiverses are new.
So it's yeah. Maybe they're new. Yeah,
Yeah.
and maybe no one's like in charge anymore. Maybe there's no
Yeah.
TVA anymore.
Because this is after Loki, I'm assuming. So this is true.
Yeah,
This
I
is
think this
true.
is after Loki. Yeah.
And the time works really weird with TVA. So it's really hard to find plot holes in it because it's just it's weird because they go through time a little bit. But if you think about it,
Yo, my shit is bugging right now.
Loki's happening at the same time as Avengers 1 or after Avengers 1 because that's when that Loki leaves. So
Yeah,
essentially
Loki
there has
leaves. Yeah.
been those multiverses for a little bit. But that was interesting. Another thing that they brought up was that all their dreams are multiverses. You remember that
Yeah.
line? I
Yeah.
thought that was
Yeah.
weird. Like I felt like they should have said some dreams are multiverses. Because does that mean when the TVA was snipping multiverses, people weren't dreaming?
Yeah, I don't
How
know.
would you dream if there's
That
no
that is
multiverses?
weird.
Yeah, this is silly. This is silly, like nerd stuff. It doesn't matter. I
Yeah,
don't care because,
yeah, maybe like they
but
don't want you to
it's
get
inconsistent.
so into it.
I'm one of those assholes that does that. Is going to
But
it. That doesn't
that
change
yeah,
the movie
but that's why, you end up disappointed in the movie because you
because I
start
don't feel like
yeah.
because I don't believe it. Wait, what?
Yeah, because that's essentially a plot hole. Like
It's a
the
massive plot
you
hole.
know?
Massive plot
So
hole. The whole universe doesn't make any
yeah.
sense right now. It's a
Yeah,
mess.
so
It's a lot. It's hard to do. It's impossible to do
it
because you have all
is,
these
yeah.
characters, all these timelines. I'm fine with it, but it's funny that they couldn't like
Yeah. Yeah, they
again
could have
just
like justified it and shit. Like they could have
they've already been
I
working on it.
guess.
Spider-Man opened up the multiverse. Fucking like all the, and
Hmm.
Wanda apparently opened up the multiverse too. Like all this shit is happening. So I
Yeah.
want them to go back to that and keep the story together instead of like kind of like going in all these different directions that aren't attached. So it's like it would be nice to have those connections.
Yeah, I think the multiverse just like made a fucking mess.
It's a mess. I'm
It's
fine
a
with it
mess
because
right now.
we'll get a bunch of
I'm
movies.
fine with it too
Yeah,
because like
plot holes or
it's
whatever.
because yeah, plot holes are fine, whatever.
Yeah,
It is what
especially
it
when
is.
it's
Like
over the
it's
span of like what 30 movies now. Gonna be fine.
bro, yeah.
This is the
Mad
longest
movies.
show ever. Longest show
It's
ever.
crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy, bro.
yeah. Any other
And
parts of the movie?
phase 4 is the longest phase. It's the longest phase and they haven't showed us anything.
Nothing's happened. Nothing's
Nothing's
happened, bro.
happening. It's like
Yeah,
and this is what I got from that movie when I first saw it. I was just like, okay, like what's the point of this?
that's the thing. Like I want the story to keep driving forward. To me, Multiverse of Madness, it's a sequel to Doctor Strange, but it's also a sequel to No Way Home. It's a
Yeah.
Spider-Man movie. So it's like, they didn't execute it when they easily could have. They
Yeah, and
brought
they
up
did,
Spider-Man,
yeah.
but yeah. So
Yeah, that's
these
so
are like
true.
the little things, and this is where the movie is good, right? Again, we didn't even get into the music fight. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that
Graphics
was
and all that.
creative.
It was
Yeah, that
creative. It
was
was
cool.
silly too because it's like they're holding
Very
back their
silly.
power.
Very
Silly, but
silly.
it's like whatever. Like we already got a Doctor
But
Strange fight.
I like it because that's something you don't see.
Yeah,
Damn,
it's
it froze
creative.
again. Fuck.
I wouldn't worry about if it freezes. If it freezes, it freezes. I know that's
Yeah, I
probably
just
annoying
can't
for
hear
you.
you.
Like,
That's why.
oh, you can't hear me when it freezes?
Yeah, like when it freezes, I can't hear you. Yeah, that's the
Well,
problem.
we're on the home stretch. We're on the way out.
Yeah, fuck. Okay.
Am I good right
I think
now?
I can hear you. I think you're good now. Yeah,
You
yeah,
see
you're
me doing
good
the
now.
wave?
It's just a little blurry, but you're good. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Yeah, there you go. I see you. I see you.
I see you. I see you.
We were at
I was bringing up the fight. Oh,
yes, the music fight, with the
the music
notes and
fight. We'll
shit.
talk about the music fight.
Yeah, that was I like that. That was creative.
Creative. It's cool. It's fun.
Very
It's like you don't
silly.
see it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but you
like
don't
because
see that. Yeah, like
yeah,
that's fine.
make
I
different
enjoyed it.
scenes. Make scenes that we
Yeah,
haven't seen before. Because
exactly.
that's the whole point of a movie, right? To experience something that's mystical or whatever you want to call it. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh shit, you just don't see that. So that was creative.
Yeah.
I think
What
yeah,
else?
so
What else?
I wanna talk about the ending of the movie
Yeah, I don't.
and the
Me
after
personally,
credit.
like the after credit. Oh,
So
with
it's both of them to me, they go hand in hand. The final scene before the credits end, so the how the movie ends, and then the after credit that happens like a minute later. So the way the movie ends is everything's good, right? They fix the problem. Doctor Strange walking down the street, and feeling good about himself, and then he goes, and then the fucking
yeah,
stupid CGI
yeah,
eye
it's
comes
too.
out.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It's like we already know you're gonna have a sequel. You don't have to tease it. We don't care. Just end the movie where the movie ends, and not throw in this pointless scene that's not even attached. It also doesn't pull you in, and the eye looks terrible.
Yeah, the eye looks so
Terrible.
bad.
It looks so bad. It's 2022. There was fucking blue monkey aliens 10 years ago. You telling me you can't do a fucking eye?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the eye. Yeah, that threw me off too. I wasn't a
Yep.
fan of the eye.
And then the eye comes back a
Yeah,
minute
the eye comes
later
back.
with that girl. I don't know her. Maybe she's a cool
Yeah,
character.
so apparently she's yeah, her name is Clea or Clea, but she's like in the comics, like her and Doctor Strange were like a thing,
Okay. Okay.
or are a thing, whatever. But
Cool.
like they do,
Bring her in.
they go on their own adventures in the comics.
Cool.
So
Bring her in. Make her part of it.
yeah,
Awesome. Why are you introducing her in a trailer like that? Randomly walking into each other in the street. Hey.
yeah,
I was like, just save it. Put it in the trailer. Whatever. Because then I see that and it was just so cheesy. And he looks at her, he takes off his thing, and the eye comes back.
yeah. The
And
eye
it's just
comes
like
out.
it's so forced. It reminds me of there was this feeling that I had when I watched I think it was it was Batman versus Superman. There was a
Oh
scene
my
that led
god.
into the Justice League. Right, this is the
Mm.
scene. Right after fucking Avengers been killing it with all these different scenes of bringing the characters together. They have Batman versus Superman. They throw Wonder Woman in the movie too, so it's 3 characters. Boom, it's an origin movie for Batman. And that like one of the random scenes, there's a computer. There's a shot of 4 computer screens, and on those 4 computer screens,
Oh yeah,
Cyborg,
I remember that.
Aquaman,
Yeah,
Flash, and it's like
that was crazy.
so lazy,
That was
so
probably the
forced.
best way to introduce those characters.
Crazy. Couldn't even introduce one character at a time. They introduced 4 characters at the same time in
Yeah,
a movie that they're
on a
already
fucking
introducing characters
computer screen.
on a computer screen. They're being watching fucking Jason Momoa as Aquaman comes up to the he's on the
Yeah,
screen, he's
like
underwater. It's like,
what the fuck?
this is crazy. That's
Yeah,
how
that
I feel
was.
about scenes like this, where that girl just walks up. I'm in the movie now. It's like,
You're
oh my
like,
god,
okay,
now he has control of his eye 5 seconds ago. Oh my god, we don't even know what's gonna happen to him. The eye took over. Is he gonna be evil? Is he gonna die? Is he gonna have troubles with it? Next scene, he's fine. I have control
yeah,
over
he
it.
might, he
Like,
might like,
but they already showed us
he might
him
be in
be
between. He might be like a anti-hero.
that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
If for
Yeah, you froze. You're like that. on my screen. I can always edit it out. Damn, it's really oh, you're back. We're almost done. I can edit that out. But again, it was a good movie. Bunch of good scenes. It was just again, little scenes that take me out. Stupid plot holes that just me being an angry nerd. You know, I feel like I need to talk about. This is what this is for. It's Marvel therapy session with Michael and Kevin.
Yep.
But let me know what you think, because I know you like the movie more than I did. In a way, I felt better watching Thor than I did watching Doctor Strange. But I think Doctor Strange is a better movie than Thor.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
yeah. So I like Doctor Strange more than Thor. Yeah, like again, like I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I thought, them introducing America was like a waste of time. Same like what Wakanda did with Ironheart. It's the same thing. They just wasted time.
Yep. And that's stuff that you can develop the characters with. That's stuff that you can use to
like
get us more engaged.
Yep. Yeah, like I didn't really care about America. Like honestly, I don't really care if I see her again.
I got another fucking great line that was in the movie. Again, the subtle fucking propaganda that I catch is hilarious. There's a scene at the end when Wanda's about to kill America or whatever, do whatever she needs to do to her. Wong says something down the lines of, "We got to stop America. She's getting too powerful." Something down the lines of that. He doesn't say America Chavez.
Yo!
So it's amazing to see like an Asian character yell out how America's getting too powerful and how it needs to be stopped. And within an industry of like Disney that's always talking shit and like allegedly bending over to China a lot. So it's like I hear that line and I'm like, huh. And I have to like just stop and think, like, I wonder what people think when they hear that. I wonder if people caught it. I wonder what happens when a kid
if people
hears
catch
that.
it.
Yeah, and it's just like when they wrote it, they probably thought like, yeah, I'm gonna sneak this in. That's how I imagine.
Like I snuck this in. No one's gonna know.
Again, someone wrote it down. They rehearsed it. They put it on the screen. They watched it. They recorded it, and nobody went, huh? What are you trying to say there? You know? Or they did and they just knew and they just kept going. But like these are the little things that I catch, which is funny. So when you said America, I think America's so dumb, that's what I hear. Is like, they're like are we talking about the character? Or are we talking
like,
about the country?
damn, propaganda.
It's so subliminal. I love it. But I interrupted your final review with my
yeah, so yeah. Yeah, basically, like again, I enjoyed it. I like the whole cartoonish horror comedy silly vibe that the movie gave us. I thought visually it was pleasing, but usually the MCU movies are visually pleasing, so they usually do a good job. Even though that fucking third eye,
even more. Yeah, the third eye was bad. But like the
bad.
glass world, mirror world thing that he does when they're fighting those monsters when they were going through that other universe. There's a lot of really cool stuff.
I loved Wanda. I definitely hope to see her again.
Yeah, I think they'll bring her back.
I wonder how though. Curious how they. Well, not like but I wonder like what movie or like show she'll come up in next. I'm curious, but
maybe they'll bring her back with the X-Men. Maybe
that'd be
a really good way. That'd be a cool way because we didn't get introduced to her as an X-Men, right? Like because Wanda and Pietro, they're Magneto's son, the kids, and they weren't. At least we don't know if they were. They could have been adopted.
And they also they haven't confirmed in the MCU that they have a mutation.
Yeah.
So they still can.
They still can. They could just be like, oh, there were mutants, and that's why
Yeah, they were
they're
like
the only ones
that.
that
Yeah,
survived the trials,
they still can.
and why they got
It's
that.
not
They
too
got
late.
even more powerful. Yeah, it's completely
It's
possible. They
not
could
too
do that.
late.
But that could be a way. Like now, it's like another Wanda, but like coming in with the X-Men, and then like they can even use Elizabeth Olsen again, so it'll still be her.
I hope they do. Yeah.
I do too, because
Yeah,
she's
she's
great. She's
dope.
that character.
I definitely want to see Wanda again, hopefully soon. Wong was always nice to see.
Oh,
Wong is
he's my
always
favorite
great.
cameo. My favorite cameo.
Easily,
And they put him
easily.
in everything.
That
It's so
man,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Because they
big.
know. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's big now.
yeah.
He's huge. Um, but yeah, like if I had to rate it, I'll give it 3.5 third eyes out of 5. Yeah, 3.5 out of 5.
Okay. Yeah. I would say around there, but I feel like we're gonna get to that number a lot. So it's like average.
We haven't got to a 5 yet.
Yeah, we haven't even got to a 3 or a 2 either.
And not even a fucking not even a 4.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to just say a whole, because there's parts of every movie that are amazing, some parts that are bad. So it does kind of like take you out of it a little bit, and hard to like say, hey, it's perfect. But I don't want to say it's a bad movie either, because I've really enjoyed it, and I will watch it again.
Yeah.
Again, visually,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
don't
cool
think
movie.
it's a bad movie.
Yeah, WandaVision. Wanda's in there fighting Doctor Strange and fucking all these people up, and you have tons of characters. It's like we also got to see those Ultron robots with the Illuminati.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like, it was just very visually pleasing, because you just saw all this cool stuff. Like you were really getting more immersed into the Marvel universe, because now you're seeing this different place and like a bunch of Marvel characters together. So it's like more of that, please. Like I want the worlds to overlap more.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's pretty much it. Anything else?
No, man. I'm excited. Well, not. I take back that word excited. I'm curious to see where Doctor Strange goes next. Like, is he gonna continue his journey or whatever adventure he goes on next with America?
Because he
And
stayed with him.
Clea.
Probably. Yeah, they could do either way.
Or is
That was
America
weird.
gonna do her own thing? And
Yeah,
I don't know.
because like her story never really finishes, because her story is like her parents,
Yeah.
right? And it's weird that she ends up staying with them to be sorcerers instead
Oh,
of
that's
like
right. She
jumping in
stayed
like
at
the Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal.
So it's weird that like now she has a little bit of grasp over her power, that she's not gonna at least like look for them or whatever. Now she's with them. So, but I'm imagining the reason why they put her there is because that's where she needs to be for the next Doctor Strange thing, and then she'll be with those characters. Who knows? We may not
Yo,
get another
she
Doctor
might
Strange movie
replace
for mad
Doctor
long.
Strange.
She's the young Doctor Strange. See, this is my problem.
Yo, now that should just now that I'm thinking about it, because now she's following Strange's footsteps. Now she's training to be a sorcerer, right? Because what's the point of that whole sanctuary?
She's training to be. Yeah.
So it's like
she's gonna have those powers.
What's his name? Cumberbatch, the
Benedict
actor.
Cumberbatch.
Dude is not getting any younger. So it's like
at that point, once these people get super old, just start over. Don't put recast. Recast. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. It's just weird because she already has her like very powerful power. Like she's one of the more powerful people there. So now she has the fucking Doctor Strange stuff too. It's like how much are you? Whatever. I don't care. We'll see how it goes.
Honestly, bro, I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Yeah, but like, do you even see a Doctor Strange movie coming out in the next 2 phases? They're too stacked. How do you do another Doctor Strange? or have you seen
Yeah,
anything announced?
dude. I don't see another Doctor Strange movie in a long time.
Tough. Yeah, that's not going to be easy.
I don't see a Doctor Strange movie happening anytime soon, bro.
Yeah, but we'll
Because
we'll
what
wait
was
and
the
find out.
gap? What we should learn what was the gap from the first one to Multiverse?
Long, bro. I think it was phase 2 was Doctor Strange or phase 3.
Yeah, dude. The early
Long time ago.
phases.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 years.
Yeah, probably more. I'm gonna look it up. I love the original Doctor Strange, man. Like I almost
Yeah,
want to end
that
it
one
talking
that
about
one
that
is
one. It's
on a good note.
yeah, because that movie, the visuals are dope. Like, and you have the origin of the character, him like
I've
going through his
What's he
shit.
say?
2016, about 6 years.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Amazing. Yeah, he's fighting fucking demons. It was the time stone is great. It was
That's where
2016.
that's
6
where it
years.
looked like they were going at the end. When Clea opens the portal or
Oh,
the
like he's
hole,
he's going into like
it
the
looks
demon world.
like they're going to Dormammu. Yeah,
See, that's the stuff I want. I want to see him fight, and I guess that's kind of another complaint of mine. Like, I want to see him fight demons and shit like that. Like him fighting
yeah,
that eye monster, that was dope. Like
that
both
was
times that he
dope.
fought it. Um,
Wong with his
fucking when
sword,
dope.
that was fire.
Even when She-Hulk was fighting those like eye bat things, like that was
Oh
my
my
favorite thing. I love
god,
seeing characters kill
that
fucking
part was
CGI
so
monsters.
dope.
Like, and I think maybe that's what I was craving was more of that, like the dark arts. But Wanda was dope.
Whatever.
I want to see
Yeah,
more of Wanda too. I want to
me
see her
too.
continue to develop because I don't think she's done. She
Yep.
just became the Scarlet Witch
Nah, I don't
at the end
think
of
she's done
WandaVision.
either, man.
She's got more room to grow. And again, I think she did
Yep.
open up the multiverse. She was the first, like one of the first people to do so, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever way she did. There's a video where they line up Loki and WandaVision that same episode, and the time that the multiverse is open is when she becomes a Scarlet
Oh,
Witch. So there's something there. I don't think that's an accident. But I say we leave it at that. I feel good. Next, I want to start talking about the trailers of the movies that are coming out. So we can,
let's do it.
so everybody go ahead and look that out. We're gonna
We
be
should
back
watch
on
it
Talk About Shit.
together.
I like it. We'll do that. Watch it together, and
Watch
then we'll put them out.
Guardians.
So
The
keep
trailer
coming to the
together.
page, keep liking stuff, keep commenting, keep subscribing. Fucking
Like, comment, subscribe.
if you hate
Like,
our opinions, you love our
comment,
opinions, comment.
subscribe. There's Doctor
Also,
Strange. The spell.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Oh, that's good. Kevin Strange. Wow, that was strange.
Kevin Strange.
All right. Kev, I love you, my brother. Everybody, thanks for
I love you
joining.
too, bro.
Yeah, around. Peace, peace.